Und damit ein herzliches Willkommen und Hallo zu einem weiteren Part Let's Play Fake Grand Order. Ich bin es am Fix. Beim letzten Mal haben wir uns zu einem grande finalen Fight bewegt. Der Kampf gegen Chaldea Wodime, der Anführer Crypter. In einem fulminanten Kampf haben wir ihn bezwungen. Doch es sah so aus, als würde sein Plan trotzdem durchgehen. Doch niemand anderen als Beryl hat ihn im wahrsten Sinne des Wortes in den Rücken gestochen. Er hat hier einmal ein Abschiedsgeschenk der Feen hier bekommen, was hier uns angegriffen hat, und den Baum entzündet, dass nun wahrscheinlich der Aliengott hier eintreten kann. Atlas ist versiegelt worden und hinterrücks hat er Kirishima abgestochen. Wir befinden uns nun in Kapitel 24, Advent. Und ich denke, es ist Zeit, dass das Böse, was diesen Planeten auslöschen will, nun endlich in diese Welt kommt. Und ihr größter Beschützer, mehr oder weniger, Wodime, ist ebenso gefallen. Wir sind am Ende unserer Kräfte. Die Hälfte der Große unserer Servants ist geschlagen oder K.O. Und die Frage ist, was machen wir nun, wenn das Monster kommt, um die Sache zu einem Ende zu bringen? Come on, once of May, into Miniscence of all your ground here, gonna lantern, this be all over. How could I not defend against these pitiful techniques of yours? I see, it's not only Poseidon's protection you, that lightning, that god. Impudent, short-sighted what? You, how dare you to hide your true strength? Shut up and just freaking die. Damn it, why do you have to take so long? Now I'm gonna miss the whole Huh? What's going on? Is that the foreign god getting in the way again? Why, no. It most certainly is not. I see. Well done, Beryl Gut. Oh, isn't you a treacherous wretch, but I never dreamed you could be such a snake. Good. Well then, I believe it's time I made my exit. Olympus is still all but finished now, and so much fun and games must come to an end. Well, this unfortunately means the perfected foreign god's advent will have to wait. My true self should be able to resolve matters soon enough, should he so decide. So in the meantime, I think I shall disappear, that I may focus on preparing a new picture of the hell to unleash. Goddamn sick bastard just cut his own head off. Yeah, screw that. Damn it, you better still be alive. Oh, come on, Kirsch, really? Shouldn't a superhuman god be able to heal up from a little cut like that? Ah well, at least it made my job easy. All that's left now is to find a body pack and a Kirsch-sized hole in the ground. Ah, that's more like it, man. If he's so much better now without that uptight blonde prick around. You guys think so too, right? Hey Maxie, feel better now that I've got rid of the thorn in your side for you? Beryl, how could you do that to him? What? You already know who I am? Well, shucks. I think I'm gonna blush. Nice to have another dutiful kohai around. Couldn't say I care for the way you're glaring at me though. Wait, you don't have a problem with me, do you? What? Really? Come on guys, you don't wanna do this? You're obviously hanging by a thread. Hell, you still haven't even caught your breath from your fight with old Kirsch there. So if you don't stop glaring at me like that when you're all weakened and vulnerable, I won't be able to resist killing you all too, no matter how much I love my kohai. Just kidding. Even I'm not that stupid. That servant of yours rocking the black trench is the kind of guy to save his strength right till the end. Right, I can tell. So since it's clear we'd end up taking each other out in a fight, how about we just have a nice friendly chat instead? Right, Mish? You know what I'm talking about, don't you? You know that Beryl Gut is a stand-up guy who's always willing to hash things out, right? Hi. Yes, well, statistically speaking, your advice was... No, even if you're active, advice was statistically helpful. I was never able to understand why you acted the way you did at Chaldea. Is that so? Well, damn girl. I must have your eyes something fierce, huh? Ah, but don't get me wrong, miss. I'm thrilled to see this new side of you. Why did you come here? Ah, as I live and breathe, a real knight in shining armor in the flesh. Now that's a model master for you. I really appreciate you stepping out of your own accordance like this, you know. Not only is your bravery really inspiring, you just made it much easier to go for your throat. Kitty Cedar! Hey, isn't that your patroness cloak in the floor? What's going on? That's going on here. Shit, you're bleeding like crazy. Hang in there, damn it. Don't dare pass out. I still got a ton of stuff I gotta pay you back for. And you can't die on me before I get the chance. Didn't you say you were gonna make every last one of those pieces of shit gods obsolete? Come on, just cause the Olympian gods are done for doesn't mean you can rest on your laurels. You still gotta do something about the bad foreign god, remember? Don't you dare go caught on me now! Well damn, that was the perfect chance. And now the mood's gone to shit. Hell, I'm almost tearing up myself. Come on, Canis, take it easy. Kirshita's dead. No sense dwelling on the past, yeah? You know, it's not like you and I are totally strangers. Hell, you're the one who brought me here from Britain. So, how about you jump ship and become my servant? A woman like you'd be right home in the British Lostbelt. Hell, stick with me, and there might even be a domain or two in it for you in the future. A woman like me? I'd be the one thing if the Chaldeans had killed him. Kirshita himself said he and Maxi were on equal ground. But this wound clearly came from an ambush. That sort of thing ain't Maxi's style. You did this to him, didn't you, Beryl? Ah, so it's gonna be like that, huh? That's enough. The battle for control of the Tree of Emptiness is over, and Chaldea has won. Surely there's nothing to gain from further infighting. Ich habe keine Ahnung, wer jetzt spricht. Ist der Beryl Canis? Wer spricht da? Ah, Rasputin. Good day, everyone. I believe the last time we met was back in the Russian tundra, wasn't it? In my capacity as another of the foreign gods' disciples, permit me to apologize on Limbo's behalf for his rudeness. His very nature makes him incapable of not toying with the minds of others, you see. It was, I assure you, nothing personal. He treats everyone this way. Who asked you, Rasputin? Besides, I don't recall ever signing up for your side. I'm Kishida Wood, I'm servant, that's it. And now that he's shown his true colors, that make me an enemy of the foreign god too. I see. I'm sorry to hear that. And what of you, Beryl? We now know that Kirshida, the leader of the Crypter, was a traitor, but we also know you killed him. Can I assume this means you remain on our side? Hell yeah, you can. Like I always say, if you can't beat him, join him. I don't give two shits about the future of humanity. All I want to have is a good time. I didn't come back to life so I could become the king of earth or anything. I'll go along with whatever you say. But then again, I can't but help but wonder if the foreign god is really all that strong. Kirshida saw to it that they couldn't use Magellania. So, and that woman back in Britain sucked Seyfried's inside dry. So we fought a vessel for the foreign god to come down into. Well, what happens next? Cause it seems to me like the strongest one on this planet right now gotta be the king from my Lostbelt. Can really believe what he's saying. I see, you've done your homework. Precisely the sort of thinking I'd expect from a purebred hunting dog like yourself. I take it that means the British Lostbelt is now officially opposing us then, Beryl. Since you appear to have sworn loyalty to their king, can I assume you're also speaking for Britain? Hell yeah, assume away. The old lady outright taught me I could do whatever I liked on her behalf. Besides, that Romgoniad we just saw was a special spell Her Majesty wiped up just for the foreign god. We are always planning on taking Olympus out, no matter what Kirshida got up to. Understood. The foreign god only saved Kirishida from death, thus giving the foreign god control over his continued existence. And as Kirishida was the one who saved your lives, the foreign god has placed no such restriction on you. You are therefore free to live out the remainder of your days on this dying planet as you choose. As an enemy of the foreign god, that is. Könska, warp me over to Britain right now! I don't know why, but I'm getting some serious twist on my spine. I gotta get out here before it's... Alter, Könska, einmal deinem Leben, tu etwas böse. Nein! Well, no, I was wondering when I'd get to make your entrance. How anticlimactic. But very well, Lord Beryl. If nothing else, you do have an impressive nose for danger. Könska, you're going to take him away from here. Why, yes, I am. Heißt es nicht, sich tut auch den Foreign God hier entgegentreten? I have a great many services. One of them includes taking a single crypto on a single trip to the Lostbelt of the choice. Alright, until the next time, Magiers Chaldea. We at NFF Service look forward to your future patronage. Assuming you make it out of your life, that is. Gasputin, gegen den Typ kannst du nichts machen, aber gegen uns schon, oder? So Könska has gone over to that side as well. Well, I suppose it was time. She is the same class as our god, after all. If she had stayed, it would only have been a matter of time until they were at each other's throat. Okay, liebe Leute. Lassen wir uns diesen Satz mal auf der Zunge zergehen. Lassen wir uns den mal auf der Zunge zergehen. Sie ist dasselbe Klasse. Leute, sie ist eine Bestie. Nur so, liebe Leute, nur so. Alright, you're up, Muramasa. Go on and swing the katana of yours. This very moment is what the foreign god chose you for. I can't believe it. Atlas' body is... I suppose I should assume the internal fires have left the Tree of Emptiness in a permanent state of incompletion, but never mind that now. The real problem is that something is about to manifest inside Atlas' bisect spirit origin. I can't believe how intense the Omnisaurus. Nee, did Atlas just getting taken over? I'm detecting a powerful magic reactor causing an inside the Tree of Emptiness. I can't measure magic energy levels with my current equipment, but wait. The spirit origin pattern. Fu? I've foreseen and categorized interest regardless. This looks to be the final one. The final beast crown of the 7 evils of humanity. Beast 7. Beast 7! Language, intellect, sharing. Planet, mission, generating. Come in. Do you read me? Commencing. Advent. Huh. Beast 7. Olga Marie Amniosphere. At long last, it's finally my turn. Thank you for waiting so patiently, my loyal disciples. And well done preparing a vessel for me to use from this empty planet. I'm pleased with the work you've done, even if it did take longer than expected. So this is Earth, is it? I was curious what it was, like after hearing it gave my kin so much trouble. But it doesn't look at all that impressive. Just look how tiny it is! I could conquer this whole planet in less than a year. Master, I'm making a very difficult time following what's going on here, but I think the being floating above us right now is both a beast that manifested inside the Tree of Emptiness and the foreign god himself. But what I don't understand is... No, I'd recognize that face anywhere. Well, no matter. Disciple, status report. Given what happened with Kirishida, it seems like things did not go entirely as planned. I'm afraid Sacred Flame set Magellan ablaze before it could have become your body. While your spirit origin is unaffected, I suspect you may be unable to make full use of your ferret as a result. So it would seem that my body still has yet to fully close. Well, that's alright. It will give me something to look forward to. I'm sure I can find something here that will make up for my deficiencies. In fact, I see a meal before me, now that it should be over do the trick nicely. Usually a single Lostbelt wouldn't be nearly enough to satisfy my carvings. But since I only just acquired this body, it should make my well-balanced wake-up snake. However, seeing these insects puzzling around my appetizer is putting me right off my appetite. Are those Chaldean stragglers? Why haven't you killed them? They certainly don't look they are at all capable of giving my disciples any trouble. For that matter, why don't they fear me? I thought those of this planet were obliged to hold gods in reverence. Yes, I know. It would be all too easy to grind them to dust beneath my heel, but I wish to state my curiosity for now. Tell me, Maxie, why do you not fear me? Aren't humans like you supposed to bow your heads, beg for enlightenment and submit to every whim of great and powerful beings? Well, I mean... You're Olga Marie. What is an earthling talking about? What is a director? Looks like you've gone mad with terror. Well then, I'll be kind and explain. I am a god who has descended up in this world from the void. I've come to right this planet's wrongs and eradicate its evil once and for all. As the ultimate ruler, I'll make Earth into a single nation and personally govern every last one of its people. Es gibt doch keine Menschen mehr. Yes, I'm the sovereign of Earth. You, Olga Marie. Did you just claim to be Earth president or something? No, I really don't understand. First she declares she isn't Olga Marie, then she claims she is. She's right, what in the world is going on? That's more like it. It sounds like you finally understand my godhood. I can sense brainwaves of fear and confusion. Now the time has come for me to wipe this planet clean of everything that once existed here. The human race, the Lostbelts, your lot, my disciples using silly heroic spirits for their vessel. Now that I have a physical body, I have no more need for any of you. Now get out of my sight, beg for mercy, and repent for your misdeeds, for my infinite patience has finally reached its limits. A gravitational field? It's stuck on my everything that isn't nailed down. Damn it! It's even bigger than the Tree of Emptiness. If it keeps going like this, there really won't be anything left. Indeed, including us. Is this really what you want, Rasputin? Because it seems this god of yours has no qualms about erasing even her own disciples. If this is what my god wants, then so be it. I only wish I could have been of more use to her. If you still have black light on her, we could. Oh, but both the gun and ammunition arm. Yes, I'm sorry. We can't use the black barrel anymore. Besides, even if we could, I don't know if it would be enough to defeat the foreign god. At this rate, it's going to suck up not just all of Olympus, but this entire Lostbelt. So I'm finally getting to see a beast in person. I don't need to use my Nova Phantasm to tell that humanity simply has no hope of defeating her. The sheer magnitude of her spirit origin alone vastly eclipses anything humanity could throw at her. There is simply no condition that would allow for victory. Mesopotamia, Solomon's Temple of Time. Chaldea was only able to prevail in those situations because we were an unknown factor. Indeed, our very existence was such an exception to the rule that we had almost excessive advantage in our environments where Beast 1 and 2 disappeared. Therefore, no matter how outmatched we may have been, it was always possible for us to alter our fate. But this beast is different. She had Chaldea in her sight since well before we were even aware of her existence. We have therefore lost the one advantage we had in those other fights. Unfortunately, even if the Stormborder were to arrive now, the beast would simply wipe them all out. It's elementary, my dear Leonardo. There simply is nothing we can do. I wish I didn't have to say this, especially after you entrusted me to see this mission through, but... I'm sorry, Mr. Maxey. I'm afraid there's no possible way for us to turn things around. Sherlock! Du kannst nicht aufgeben! So you're not even going to try to fight back, Earthlings? Wait, how silly of me. Of course you can't fight back. I don't know why I told you that. I suppose it only makes sense. There's no version of humanity in this universe that is capable of surpassing me. All that aside, you Earthlings truly are pathetic, aren't you? You're so tiny, so powerless. It looks like through a microscope at bacteria in a petri dish. Huh? Was? Wie? Das war. Oh mein Gott, ich finde es auch so geil, dass der animiert ist, Mann. Dass der animiert ist, das sagt so viel mehr her, Mann. Was? Woodtime. Leute, das kann doch Woodtime sein. Das kann doch Woodtime sein, Mann. Irgendwas passiert hier mit Olga. Wird sie aufgesaugt in ihr eigenes Loch? Sie hat zumindest Schaden abbekommen. Keine Ahnung, wer ihr das zufügen konnte. I'm sorry, Mr. Maxey. I'm afraid there's no possible way for us to turn things around. Come now, it's not like to be so rash. Or your powers of deduction simply nullified when you attempt to apply them to be an alien being. What time? What time? Kirschida. Kirsch. Kirishida Wotam. I didn't realize you were still alive. We mages have magical crests. We don't go down quite so easily. Holmes, you just said there was no possible way for us to turn things around. But that all depends on how you look at it. For example, my victory would be my plan to slay the god succeeding, and my loss would be it failing. Now that Atlas 3 has been razed to the ground, and the foreign god has descended up in the world, my plan is ended and abject failure. Might represent a complete and total loss for me. There's no hope of me turning things around now. But the same is not true for you. For you, loss would be dying, and victory would be living. So even if the foreign god has descended up in this world, and even if all of you can do right now is run away, merely surviving is enough to assure your victory. And since you haven't truly lost, you still have a chance to turn things around. I understand that this is a bit much coming from me, since I'm the one who invited the foreign god here in the first place. But oh well. Now then, I think it's time I played my last card. Rest assured, I won't let the foreign god get away with this. Even if it is ultimately fated to vanish once its tree of emptiness is gone, I will protect Olympus right to the end. After all, I promised Zeus I would. I'll make sure the foreign god goes away, though I can only do so temporarily. Now go, get out of here. I'm afraid you would only get in my way. Das hier das Licht! Are you sure? I mean, you're obviously very hurt. Don't worry, it's not as bad as it looks. Du hast ein Loch in der Brust, Mann! I still got plenty of fight left in me. It's a shame you and I weren't able to finish our duel, though. We just have to take a range check on that. At any rate, you've got much more work ahead of you than I do. I'm sorry about this, Maxi. I wish I didn't have to ask you to take on such an enormous responsibility again. It might not be easy, but I give it everything I've got. Mr. Holmes? Very well, you have my word that I will do everything in my power to give Chaldea a chance of turning things around. Good, I'm relieved to hear that. Alright then, this is goodbye. But before you go, Mesh, let me give you one word of advice. I won't deny that as a crypto I considered you and Maxi my most dangerous enemies and tried to limit you accordingly. I did so because at the time I firmly believed that there would be what is right. But of course humans are fundamentally incapable of making the right choice. So the least we can do is keep shamelessly moving toward those things we have chosen, right or wrong. I believe that's what it means to be human. We are nothing if not great at ritualization our actions. Still, trust me when I tell you that there's no need to fight to assuage a guilty conscience or atone for the past misdeeds. Don't forget, the reason you left Chaldea to go on a journey was to get as much out of it as possible. I'm afraid the palace won't last much longer. We need to evacuate to the shrine. Come now, quickly. Right. Kirshida. Thank you for everything you did for me at Chaldea. I wish we could have all talked a lot more. Are they gone, Canis? What are you, stupid? Can't you see fire? Yeah, they're gone. They left your sorry ass behind. Didn't even look back, so don't gotta worry about them. Mess this bitch up. Hell, I'll even let you lean on me. Thank you. That will be a big help. What about you, father? Aren't you going to stop me? Not at all. Not unless the foreign god gives me the order to eliminate you two. I'm only here to serve as a witness. Truth be told, it should be quite educational. No matter how powerful one may be, this planet still followed its own rules. This will be an excellent way for the foreign god to learn that lesson. In that case, don't mind if I do. Stars, cosmos, gods, animus, antrum, unbirth, animus, atmosphere. There are yet the lights of the void, the stars in the void. Illuminate the earth, stay aloft the sky, and illustrate the coordinates of the heavens. May you be a guide for voyagers one more time, O light of Chaldea! Er hat es einfach geschafft, den Foreign God niederzuschlagen, Mann! Der Typ ist so ein Gott, Mann! Er ist so... Ach, Leute, Mann! Also ich mag Maxi, ich meine, ich bin Maxi. Aber der Typ, Mann... Leute, Mann, Mutter, er muss leben, Mann. Er muss einfach, Mann. Also, während alle anderen Crypto, ich denke mir, besonders halt Beryl... Who cares? Okay, Pepe ist auch noch ganz in Ordnung. Aber, Leute, der Typ hätte kämpfen müssen. Er hätte der Master sein müssen. Und auch hier hätte er kämpfen müssen. Leute, Mann, keine Ahnung, was mit dem Typ los ist. Selbst wenn er tot ist, immer nichts mehr sehen kann.
Und er halb verblutet, was heißt er, zu 90% verblutet ist, er ist immer noch zu top. Ladies and Gentlemen, beim nächsten Mal geht's weiter mit Fake und Order. Und dann schauen wir, was jetzt zu Ende geht mit Olympus. Bis zum nächsten Mal.